Hey everybody, so just a quick little review here, just because I'm actually pretty impressed by these blades. But what we have here is a Avanti Dado blade system, and anybody who's ever looked at these or been interested in something like this, these things are expensive. Like, blades for saws are already expensive, especially when you start getting into the higher tier ones. I mean, you're looking at 30, 40, 50, God, it doesn't stop going. So when I first started looking for a set of these, like, you want something that lasts, but at the same point in time, you don't want to empty your entire wallet to do it. So I found these at a local HD store, and the price tag on them, like, I was like, you can't lose. I think it was like just somewhere right around 50 bucks. But compared to the 150 I was looking at spending for virtually the same thing, I decided to risk using these versus the $150 ones. So I've used them a handful of times, and they still cut like they're brand new, and I'm just honestly impressed with them. They come in this pretty little box, which is actually kind of nice. Open her up. Basic set of instructions, nothing crazy. You got your two outside blades. Then inside you have your chippers. So you got 1/8 in there, and down here at the bottom you got your 1/16 set of chippers. Then in between here you got all your spacers. Depending on the type of person you are, if you're an instruction reader or not, we all know how that goes. These ones I would heed to, simply because if you do not put the spacers in right, or if you forget one on the outside blades in between the chippers, you're going to cause some serious damage, either to your table saw setup or the blades themselves. The spacers are there to protect the blades and protect the saw, so that way you don't have any tips hitting. You never want tips hitting tips. That's not a good thing, ever. And that was really hard to say with a straight face. So I'm actually about to use these, so that's why I stopped to make the video. And right here they give you a nice little breakdown of your size channel that you want to make and which ones to use. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to play any games with it. So I need a 1 1/16 inch channel in the a client's project here. So obviously we have both of these. Then it says here I'm actually going to do two 1/2 inch one, and then 1/2 inch or 1 9/16 one. And we're gonna have to do double cuts because it doesn't go up over an inch. So we are going to use, for the first one, for a 1/2 inch, you got your two outside blades, a 1/8, and a 1/8. So then these two, you got really thick spacers in here. These ones are for on the outside of each, or a chipper and an outside blade. And then you've got these little guys that go in between the chippers. So we're going to pause for a minute. I'm going to get her set up so you don't have to sit here and stare at this crap. And then I'll get her all fired up and we'll come back. Alright guys, here we are. I got the dados set up, and kind of wanted you to be able to see. Here's the two outside blades, and there's one of the chippers. And then if you can see all the way down in the center there, we've got a few spacers. And there's the other chipper. So with this we'll get a 1/2 inch plus a little bit It's kind of cool. Now I only have to do 2 cuts, 1 on each side, and wham bam, we'll be done. So apologize for the noise that's about to happen. I'll try and cut it out of the video, but I'm gonna rip one through here just so I can show. Whew, sounds like a small jet engine turning off. Alright, so here's what I'm working on. It's for the client. It is some drawer slides for older style dresser. And this is what we got going on. Dado blades. Nice track. Got to sand a little bit. But easy peasy. Win-win. Alright, the other thing that I was might have caught your eye in the beginning of this video. This stuff. Wood hardener. Jesus. I can honestly not tell you how much of a difference that this stuff makes with pine. Pine's, it's a nice cheap wood. I mean, you can't go wrong, especially if you're just getting into this. Like, you don't want to sit there and buy a bunch of maple or oak or whatever nice hardwoods and then just screw it up and have to keep buying more. It's great to start practicing on pine because you can buy a bunch of it and it doesn't matter. But if you end up making a piece that you really, really, really love and you're just, you know, it's in pine, so you're worried about what's going to happen to it. A few coats of this stuff, and I mean, it's harder than oak. Like, you can't push your fingernail into it, nothing. And it goes all the way through. And I've tried this multiple times. As you can hear, the can is over half empty. So, definitely give this stuff a whirl. But anyways, there's my review on the Dados. Excellent product, cheap, well within a normal budget, and something you can count on. And like I said, I've used these probably 15-20 times now, and I mean, I've got 12 of these to go through, so it's not like I'm doing one cut at a time. I'm abusing it. Motor's getting warm. So there you go. Have a nice one.